It's Erlinda, the Ravenous Artist. I want to come to you today and talk to you about budget and saving money. Now, a lot of people don't consider art as a necessity, like food and lodging, and for those of us, medication and rehabilitation aids, like these things. Unfortunately, I have two of these, and I use them for walking, and I have an electric cart that I use for long distance. Unfortunately, to me, long distance is anything more than 300 feet a day, or 300, about 300 feet a day is long distance for me. Okay, budget and saving money. One of the best things I've found to help my budget when it comes to art is being organized. Know what you have on hand so you don't repeat buy things. Be organized, know what you have, know where everything is. Keep your studio neat. It looks good, it makes you feel good when you walk in. Even if your studio is just a tiny corner in your dining room, in your bedroom, in your living room, wherever it is, try to keep it neat and tidy. That way you always have it there. This is my organizer that I keep everything in. I have a large one on the bottom and a small one on the top. And this is one of my medications that I use for the arthritis in my hand. Try to keep organizers. And I didn't buy that new. I actually bought that at a garage sale, both of those. I have 3 of the large ones and 5 of the small ones that I got at a garage sale. That's part of my budget plan here. Another thing is use inexpensive supplies where you can. But let me rephrase it. Using inexpensive supplies doesn't always save you money. But you have to respect your budget. Use coupons, watch for sales, and join boards, join organizations, and find out what time of the year your favorite art stores have their mega sales, and save up for those mega sales, usually around Christmas and again at the end of summer. They have large sales where it's 50% off and then a 20% off coupon for everything in your bag. So it could really, really add up. So save up a little bit. Whenever you shop and you have a discount coupon, try to put that same amount of money back and put it in your little jar or wherever you're stashing your money for your art supplies. Watch through the video. If you have a project in mind, watch through that video a few times, that YouTube video or online video. If you're going to go to a paint party class, ask around a little bit and see if you really, really want to do that project, because it really may not be what you had in mind. So get some reviews on it, and by watching them online. A lot of instructors have a pat amount of supplies, especially paints, that they always say, we will need these, and then they don't use them. So those are paints wasted. So watch it first a few times, see if this is a project you really want to do, and see if they're actually going to use all those supplies in the amount they tell you need. So watch them, review them, see if you really like them, and take notes. Okay, canvas pads. Buy canvas pads. You can usually get them on sale. Buy one, get one free, or again, use those 40% off coupons. I have a canvas pad here. These are canvas pads. They come in, these are watercolors and others, and they're sheets that have been that have gesso on them, and you can cut them in half and make a little stack of them, and then you can paint on one side. And I usually they come pre-gessoed, but you can also put a nice thin layer on it on one side and the other side, because the back side does not have gesso on it normally. What I normally do is I'll cut them out of the books, and I will gesso front and back and make a stack of them, and that's what I practice on. And then when I'm done practicing on them, I'll gesso right over what I practice on, unless it's something I decide I want to keep and share. I'll just whitewash right over the top of them, or blackwash or whatever, and I'll use it to practice again. Not everything is perfect art, and it's not something you're going to keep forever. And by taking them out of the book, it makes it really easy to store. You could just store them in a drawer, in a tote or whatever, and it makes it really easy. And because they're small size, you don't use as much supplies. These are great, great, great for practicing on or doing small projects. Just because an instructor says to use a large canvas doesn't mean you have to. You could do that on a small canvas, and then later on, do it on a large canvas. Do it on a stretched canvas at that time. I have a wall that I paint very large things on, much to my husband's chagrin. And then when I'm done, I paint over the wall, and then I gesso the wall, and then I paint again. Just to practice doing large paintings, I paint on my wall like a mural. Okay, I paint on 2 walls. But anyway, that's for practicing large paintings. I don't go out and buy large canvases that are stretched, unless it's something I plan on keeping forever. And as you can see above me, I do have some canvases up there that I've bought for doing large projects. But again, buy canvas pads, cut them up, use them for practicing, use them for doing small paintings, and they, like I said, they're very, very easy to store. Make a wish list. Keep your wish list with you. Post your wish list where friends and family can see that, so they always know what to buy you for anniversaries, birthdays, holidays, whatever. And at the bottom of that wish list, post what places you want gift cards from. And they don't have to be to local art stores. They could be to art stores that you like online. Jerry's Artorama, the brush guys. I love buying my art brushes, my paint brushes from there. There's a few places I buy my paint brushes, but I do like the brush guys a lot because I can use the Art Sherpa. Oh, I just love Cinnamon Cooney. I like using her discount. She has a 5% discount with them. You just type in Art Sherpa. You don't have to type in the whole thing. Just put in Art Sherpa. Boom, 5% discount. Shipping's paid for. Go to them. They have some beautiful brushes there, and you can get a discount card, not a discount card, but a gift card with them. Tell your friends you want a discount a card there, a gift card from them. Apps. You can get an app for your phone for most art stores. That discount coupon that's in the newspaper, it's normally on the phones too, your iPhones or whatever phone that you're using. That discount coupon comes on that phone. Plus, you could track sales on your phone, and you can also keep your list on your phone. When you go to town, go get one thing off of that list with that 40 or 50% off coupon from the store. I have amassed a lot of really good quality supplies, one at a time. You're going to go to town. You're going to have doctor's appointments, and you're going to have to go to the grocery store and the feed store. Okay, I live on a farm. Your feed store and the ranch store, and you're going to have to go to town sooner or later to buy things. If you live in town, God bless you, you're going to be there all the time anyway. You're going to be passing by these stores. You don't have to go in there and do the art haul all the time. Do it patiently, do it one at a time. Let's see. Consolidate your trips as much as possible. Check secondhand stores, Goodwill, Salvation Army, garage sales. I buy a lot of brushes there. I buy studio furniture. I buy frames. If you don't like the frames, paint it. Just put some sand it, prime it, paint it. You've got frames. If it's a frame you don't like, sell it and use the money to buy supplies. I buy old canvases for people's project that they didn't quite like or they never finished it. Gesso over it, and you've got a great canvas that's already stretched that you can use. And a lot of times they sell them for 50 cents, $1, or get a stack of them and tell them, barter with them. $5 for this stack. And a lot of times they will sell it to you. It's absolutely wonderful. Buy paints at your own risk. You don't know how old they are. You don't know if they've been separated. Just be careful about thinners, paints, and things like that. I would stick to more hardware things. These, you could buy these type of things. You could get buckets of brushes. I went to one, I'm a crocheter. I went to one garage sale and bought a mason jar literally filled with crochet needles. It ended up, I think it was 40 crochet needles in there for $2. 40 crochet needles for $2. I passed them out to everybody I knew. It was absolutely a blessing. I bought a tub of yarn. And there was match sets. It wasn't just a little bit of yarn here and a little bit of yarn there. Yarn they never ever used. And the tub itself, $5. And it was, oh gosh, I think 30 skeins of yarn. $5 in the tote. And they had some patterns in the bottom of it and a couple of needles besides all that. $5. You know, you can't beat sales like that. These are a lot of people's half-done projects that they're just ready to get rid of. Go to dollar stores. Think outside of the box what you consider art supplies. You can get your tape there. You can get plastic tablecloths that make great drop cloths. You can cut up these plastic tablecloths and wrap canvases that you plan on shipping off. You can get your plates there, your styrofoam plates that you plan on using for acrylic paint palettes. You can get cake decorating supplies that you will never, ever use for a cake. Let me repeat that. You will never, ever use it for a cake once you've used it for art supplies. Your offset spatulas, oh my goodness. This is an offset spatula. Once you use it, oh my goodness, let me think. Yeah, this could be an offset spatula very easily, and it makes a great paint knife. Those tubes that you use are great for when you're painting and you're using modeling paste and you're trying to get a little bit of texture in there. Those tubes are wonderful. I used to teach cake decorating classes for a well-known worldwide Illinois-based cake decorating conglomerate. I used to teach classes for them in the 80s and the 90s. Love that company dearly. And I have a lot of their supplies, and I use them for art supplies. It's wonderful. And I can get some of the best textures and some of the best designs out of all that supplies. Backdrops for still lifes, glass marbles, stemware, napkins, and tape that I use to add interest to my journal pages. You could take paper napkins and take them apart in the very thinnest part of the top sheet. You can glue that into your journal pages and get the most wonderful designs. Tissue paper. When I'm watercoloring, I put tissue paper in it in layers on my paper so that it gives a three-dimensional design to it. I glue it in there. I'll put some of my water paper design down, and then I'll cut a piece, especially for my city scenes, and I'll cut it out in the shape of my building, and I'll glue it down, and then I'll continue, and I'll put a little bit of my pen and ink in there with it, and then I'll keep going, and it makes the most amazing three-dimensional watercolors. It's wonderful. Anyway, try doing some of that. One thing is be patient. It takes time to build up a good studio, and you don't need everything. You don't need a lot of stuff to paint. You don't need stuff. A Q-tip and colored water and paper, and you're on your way. Don't let stuff get in your way. Just do it. Don't let the lack of what you want, just because you want a certain type of supplies, don't let that stop you from being creative. Just be creative. You don't need everything. Like I said, don't let the lack of stuff stop you from painting. And you know what? A lot of that stuff can turn into clutter. And then clutter can stop your creative juices. Just all you need is a little bit of everything. And after every couple of months, think about, what am I not using in my studio? And if you're not using it, sell it or donate it. You know, the Boys and Girls Clubs, they could really use that supplies. Nursing homes, they could really use that supplies. What you don't use, donate it. You know, you can get a tax break for the stuff that you donate. Make good use of it. You may decide you don't like that genre. You don't like that medium. You may get into watercolors and you think, this is not for me, or acrylics or oils or sculpting, and decide this is not me. And donate it. Get that tax write-off. Or if you don't want the tax write-off, if you just want the blessing, hey, works for me. Donate it. See what else you can do. Sell it. Take that money and go buy more. What I'm trying to get across here is, don't get in the way of yourself. Don't let the small stuff get in the way of your creativity. In my room, I have a roll of butcher block paper that I got at a garage sale. I have an old computer lap tray that's got like the beanbag balls in it that I use. It's got a little bitty clipboard on it. And I have some mechanical pencils. And I just rip off a piece of that paper and I clip it onto that tray. And I sit there in bed, which I do a lot because I have a chronic illness. And I sketch. Art's art. There's no bad art. It's all art. Just do it and be good to yourself. Be bold, be passionate, be creative, be good to others, and be good to yourself. If you would please like, subscribe, and share. This is The Ravenous Artist. Thank you. Bye.